First, we bring you Dumbo Moving and Storage, which is one of New York's top moving companies with 56 trucks and 4 tractor trailers. Just this April, in fact, they announced a partnership with NYC Mammas Give Back. That's a nonprofit that provides support for the more than 11,000 New York City families that are at risk. Joining us in our studio are Lior Rachmany, who is the founder and CEO of Brooklyn-based Dumbo Moving and Storage, and Shana Rubin, the founder and executive director of NYC Mammas Give Back. Thank you so much for both being with us today.
Thank you.
Well, first off, how did this partnership come about?
Well, we received an email from the co-founder, Allison, about reaching towards providing, as you said, to needed families. We are actually getting more and more calls from customers what to do with items that needs to be disposed or to be given away, and we didn't know how to go about it. So we were happy to get that call, and we reached out right away. And from that point on, we established this relationship, and we're more than happy to provide the services, and I'm sure NYC Mammas are happy as well, providing this to the families.
Wow. So what are the tangible things that you do to help get donations?
So basically, we've partnered with Dumbo Moving because we needed help with pickup and storage and delivery.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So what do we do? So basically, we get emails every day, and we have people responding to these emails, and then we coordinate deliveries with Dumbo to get the items picked up to our storage facility. And then at that point, we have volunteers going through and sifting through the items to match them and assess them and clean them, and then we deliver them to the agencies.
Let's take it back to the very, very beginning. What was your mission statement? What made you have the impetus, the spark that gave you the idea to start this out?
So the very beginning. So my son was 3 months old. I had just basically given birth, and I looked out my window and I saw a homeless pregnant woman on the street, and she was there every morning, and I just had this visceral reaction to help her. So I started bringing down just items that we weren't using to her, and she wanted them, and she was very gracious. She was 7 months pregnant with a baby girl, and she didn't even care that I was giving her some boys' items. That's how much she needed. That's how much she needed. So basically, she needed a couple items that I didn't have, so I reached out to the Upper East Side Mammas. It's a Facebook page, and it was so moving. We got hundreds of donations and responses. It was very overwhelming, and it was so powerful. We've got items. We had mothers saying, "I'll store items," and that's when we started storing items citywide. We had 5 drop-off points, and then people would be emailing me saying, "Where's the nearest drop-off point?" And I would send them to that mother's apartment, and then we'd have another mother picking up items and bringing them, and we all stored in our apartments, including my own.
That's awesome. And Lior, we got to take a minute here. Just tell us about the quick history about your company, because you're a New York company. Yes. We need to find out 56 vehicles and then tractor trailers. You're one of the biggest in the whole city. Tell us some background about your company.
Yeah, so we established it 2007. We launched out our operation. Since then, because we provide competitive pricing and the flexibility and basically agile operation for the need of New Yorkers, basically got us to be one of the largest company and fastest growing company. Our product is for all segments of our economy map, from lower class to upper class.
So because you are geared to the New York lifestyle and mentality, that's what makes you a success. And the question now is, what do you specifically do to help this group, near NYC Mammas? You guys literally take your trucks when they're not being used for moving, and when they're kind of docile, if you will, on the rare occasions that they're not being used, and go out there and do pickups of donations?
Correct. So I think Shana mentioned the biggest challenge that we have, that they have in terms of door-to-door service. There are a lot of trucking and Salvation Army and whatnot that basically pick up to a larger scale of warehouses and stores. but the door-to-door service with all the small details, certificate of insurance for the building, time restrictions of the building, time restrictions of the warehouse. So we kind of answer all of that. For us, it's just a walk in the park.
That's the key, because, you know, this stuff could get damaged otherwise, but because you have storage, you have all that, that's all taken care of. You already have your insurance, so that's all in a one-stop shop. So what's been the reaction now from the people you've been helping through NYC Mammas, etc.?
So we have partnered with very large social agencies, social work agencies, so Sanctuary for Families, Henry Street Settlement, Safe Horizon. We just got an email from WIC, and actually Sanctuary for Families reached out to us actually from that first response. So I think the number is concretely, we've helped 400 children, but it's many, many more, because a lot of these agencies haven't been keeping track of the donations being provided.
Sure.
But, you know, we get emails on a daily basis. Can you help this family? We just got an email from the Hip Hop Summit Youth Council via Henry Street Settlement. Some children just went through like a severe trauma, and they were living in poverty, and they needed specific items. So we called Dumbo Moving, and we had a truck sent out and delivered each family packages. And prior to that, we had volunteers go and match at storage. And I just want to say, we also have donated storage space from Manhattan Mini Storage, but we have outgrown that storage, so Dumbo is providing us with extra storage as well.
Oh, how nice. Dumbo's doing a great job. So this is basically your public service outreach to the community.
I mean, one of them, yes.
That's amazing. Good for you guys for doing that. That's awesome. It's truly a New York company all the way.
Well,
that's fantastic.
We are very surprised to see the reaction from the donating families. They are very happy to donate, and obviously to find Shana's organization, because the problem is people don't know what to do with their items. So that's a great basic result for everybody.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and I was thinking about it because, you know, I think New York sometimes gets a bad rap. No one says hi to each other in the street. You know, we're kind of cold, but it's, you know, so the opposite. Especially, I was getting a little sentimental just this morning thinking about just the community and how everyone's really come together. Dumbo Moving, Manhattan Mini Storage. We have Pro Scour Law Firm helping us. We have many, many agencies just coming forward, emailing us, saying we'd like to help. Agencies, mothers, in any way that they can. I mean, we need more help, but it's really moving to see the community come together. And I think for Lior and I both, it's about building the community and building New York. And I think that New York City Mammas not only helps these women and families and children we're donating to, but it helps us. Because a lot of women and a lot of families want to know, and moms want to know, well, where do my items go to?
Right.
And we can tell them directly where they're going to.
That woman right there, that man right there.
Right, because the agencies reach out to us and say, hey, there's a emergency in the domestic violence shelter. There's a mother who just had twins who had to flee her relationship, and now she's living in the shelter. She left everything, and she doesn't have a stroller. So, you know, then I'll reach out to the community online, and I'll say, hey, does anybody have like a twin stroller? Then I'll reach out to Lior, can you come and pick this up for us? And then that's how we get it to the agency.
It's because of good, compassionate people like the two of you that the city still functions and has a heart. Thank goodness for both of you. Thank you for Dumbo Moving and Storage. Lior, thank you for you and your company, and thank you so much for your compassion and your goodness, Shana. It's a nice thing that you're doing in NYC Mammas for all the help.
Thank you. And we're 501c3 now, so
there you go.
Really
so make
exciting.
your donation to this group, and you can do it with Dumbo Moving and Storage. Thanks for being on this morning.
Thanks.
You bet. We're going to be right back with a new book, The Working Dad Survival Guide, and it takes a look at dads as parents and employees. Stay with us.